What's good, Tier Nation? You're now tuned into an episode of the Top Tier Show, the podcast
Blah,
born out of lockdown.
blah.
I am RVH and I'm here with the homies.
Morph.
Fixer.
Yeah, Morph and Fixer. And I think we're going to get right into it today. But before that, Morph, if you want to give a shout out to where people can find us.
Yes. Thanks, RVH. So yeah, Tier Nation. You can check us out on Instagram, which is at Top Tier Show. And then for all the exclusive bonus content, so we're going to have even some of our first shows on the page there as well. So you can check us out at Top Tier Show on the Patreon. And just going to get into it, guys. You know what we're saying? How's the week been?
Get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me, man. I had the longest week of my life, but I'm all good now. It's Friday. It's Friday. How you guys doing? How's your week?
Good, man. Yeah, good. I mean, to be fair, like it's nice because like lockdown is obviously long for everyone, but I've been keeping busy, which is good. It's keeping me sane. Honestly, it's nice to actually have things to be have things to be getting on with, which is cool.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
100%. That productivity, do you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, RVH, I feel your pain, bro. This has been some long ass week. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was talking about the whole Truman Show situation when. So I tried even today trying to go to the shop, and it just feels like everything was like preventing me from getting where I needed to go, which is to get back and do the show in time. Like you just have. You know them ones there when you go to a shop and then the till freaking doesn't work, bro.
Was it a self-checkout?
Self-checkout too.
Yeah, the self-checkout, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, scan this item again. It's like, I'm putting the thing on the freaking weighing scale.
Well, it's meant to...
I can't deal with those things, man.
Well, it's supposed to make life easier. It's meant to be like the fast track lane, but I find myself spending more time there than I would at the normal till, so...
I find myself looking around for someone who works there more often than doing anything else, mate. Because there's always an issue that I can't figure out.
Yeah.
And do you know what, when they end up getting like pissed off with you as well? So they just like look at you, little side look. And
Like
they go
you've
to the
done
next
something
person.
wrong.
They go to the next person because they're like, nah, this guy's taking a piss of my time, innit? I'm going to go over there. And you're like, standing there like, yo, mate, you're going to come help me. Like.
That's the one. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
Should have got a smaller shopping, mate. But yeah, this week's it's gone quickly though. I think I don't know about you.
I think it's gone really quick.
It's super quick. It's been super busy, so that's why it's been quick for me, man.
That's what helps.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
But, like I noticed, like on the weekends, man, those things are done quick. Next thing you know, it's Monday again. Like you got to work and that. It's like. I was working yesterday, man. Like, come on. Give me a weekend or something, you know?
Literally.
Do you know what I think actually contributed to my week going quicker than usual? I think it's because that son of a bitch is out of the White House now. And, it's
hey.
we've got to talk.
Of course. Let's go into this. My mum cracks me up. Do you see my story that I put on Instagram? She's got a nickname for Donald Trump called the Orange Man.
Just the Orange Man.
Not by name.
Mate.
He's just been tangoed, isn't he?
Always 24/7 tangoed.
Oh, mate. To be fair, like, I think everyone knows who you mean when you say Orange Man as well. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for real.
No, and then we probably come out of the White House and have his own spray tan line, like Orange Man. Why not?
mate, I'm kind of happy that his time is up. Hopefully, things go back to a little bit normal with America on the world stage, and it's just a little bit generally better for everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Who knows, man? But as long as he's not in the place anymore with his, you know what he's like, man. What he comes out with, like,
He's
so petty.
He's full
so
of shit.
petty.
He's like a child, man. He's like a child. And then the fact that he didn't want to go to the inauguration as well just
Exactly.
means that he's just like a big big orange baby and
You seen the
but,
whole
mate,
inflatable orange babies they have?
oh, definitely,
Exactly.
Mate.
That's
mate.
what-
Yeah, but you know what? That's been put in a museum now.
For real.
Yeah, I heard something about that being put in a museum. The big inflatable baby Trump, orange
Nice.
Trump baby. Yeah, it's
Nice.
jokes, man.
Is it deflated though, or is it literally they've blown them up? And
Nah, it's
then-
got to be flated, mate.
I don't know, man.
So people walking around this big orange baby Trump. Like,
No.
should have got a bigger room, mate.
That's jokes.
No, but good riddance. Seriously, man. He's
100%.
he's caused too much destruction in his path that I'm glad he's off the social media platforms. Like, whatever you feel about sort of freedom of speech and stuff like that, he caused a lot of people to do a lot of bad shit through his words and through his
Dude,
tweets.
he got people with the wrong kind of thoughts and the wrong kind of mentality to speak up and voice their negativity into
Yeah.
society. That's his contribution.
But they're not even speak like that. It made them feel like they're that it's
Empowered a
okay
little bit
to
or something, yeah.
That's the word.
but
Empowered them.
yeah,
Empowered
it
them.
empowered them, and it justified, and it gave affirmation in their own minds that what they believe, their racist beliefs are correct. But not only that, it like not even kind of sort of speaking about it. It's it caused people to be violent towards minorities in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Even more. Like there's no sort of coincidence that hate crimes went up as a result of that piece of shit being in office. Like there's a reality. Sort of like it's very comfortable for people on the outside to be like, oh yeah, like it's caused people to speak their minds and be openly racist in the way they're talking. But then you talk to people on the ground who are living that reality in America. That's the least of their worries. The other worries are the physical harm that
yeah, man.
these people can cause them on the streets. Be it women having their hijabs ripped off their heads, be it
It's mad.
violent abuse that people receive
It's mad.
at the hands of these racist knuckle draggers. So,
But mate, that's
yeah, man.
a societal problem everywhere, not just in
Oh,
America.
yeah.
I guess
Yeah, of
now
course.
because it's been reported a lot in America since June. A lot in America has just been reported here in England as well. Kind of
Yeah,
amplifies
yeah.
it, but it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere.
oh yeah, it does. Yeah,
But it's down to that whole social media has got a lot of power in the senses that these things have been going on in terms of, I guess, discrimination and disputes against, well, social economic injustice
Yeah.
as well as racial injustice. And just as a whole, from society, it's been going on for years, and it's now because there's power to have information sent to every country across the globe in somewhat sense, if you have access to it. That's empowered a lot of people who are able to then speak up, to be able to speak up and spread awareness as well as getting involved with that. So that's like, when we say social media is definitely a blessing and a curse, right? In terms of the blessing of it is that we are able to get information to help change things at a faster rate and making sure the information that we share is reaching out to your peers and those of others, because like
100%.
that's definitely why people now in the situation with Donald Trump, like people are aware and eyes open that this shit is going on, but you can't get away with that now because people see it and people are able to spread that information and people will speak up to the point is that it is being reported on, that's my, I wouldn't say even pet peeve, that's really light, that's my nerve with that, which is like the information is being documented by, let's say, media, but it's what's picked and choose, and only when it's got to a certain level of everyone's talking up and you can't not say anything about it is when they get, well, some, I'm not saying all, some outlets will then speak on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's traditional media. That's traditional media at its finest. They try and control the narrative, but like you say, with social media, that's impossible.
Yeah, it was the same
Because-
thing with the Nigerian SARS. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Like that for time didn't get spoken on until people started talking and spreading that all over the globe. And it's like, well, you got to report on it.
There was a lot of crazy things going on in Nigeria earlier this year as well, mate. There was a lot of issues going as well, which was like under the radar. I didn't even know about that
Oh, really?
until one of my mates told me about. It's not a political show, but
I mean, it's
No,
top
but
tier
I
show,
mean,
so we
it's
bring
life,
topics.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
whatever's
mean,
going
it's
on in
shit that's
life.
going on at the moment,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's,
But yeah, the things that are about South Africa and Nigeria, you know about this,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah, that was crazy, man. I was just
That was-
like, I
that
don't know
was
what the
mad.
situation, because my mate was telling me about this.
Yeah, that was mad, man. That was
Yeah.
mad.
what
to be
happened
fair.
what happened with South Africa recently?
What you talking about the Nigerian South Africa situation?
Yeah.
That's political. And I don't want to speak on some not everything that I don't know about. From what I do know is that a lot of Nigerians were wanted to kick certain businesses out of Nigeria.
Yeah, that was the situation.
That's what I'd,
What South African businesses out of Nigeria?
Yeah.
but I don't know too much, so I ain't gonna say too much.
No, fair enough.
That was what was happening. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy times, mate. It's a good
There's a
thing.
lot
It's a good
going
thing
on.
we're here in England in our third
Well,
lockdown.
is it really
though.
good? Is it that good?
Well, mate, yeah, we've
No,
had
no, it's
3
better.
lockdowns. We were
Having a ball, mate.
We've
Having
had
a
like
ball,
12
bro.
different tiers. Like, we're calm, man.
Jesus, man, multiply that by 10. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna start inventing new things. Like, I watched something on the news saying, "Oh, they're gonna make lockdown even worse." Like, bruv, how worse can you get? Like, we're literally trapped in here, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, how can you get even what? They're not gonna allow you to go out and buy food.
No,
Like,
do you know what? I think the whole thing was because if you compare the rules that they've set for this lockdown, this national lockdown we're in now,
Yeah.
and you compare that to the first national lockdown that we had back in was it-
April.
back in spring, summer. It's less strict than the
I
one.
don't know how.
Do you know what it feels like, it, mate? Because I remember that one.
Yeah.
I was still in Manchester then. I lived in the city centre pretty much, so like you could tell, like look outside the streets and it was kind of empty, man. Like people weren't traveling anywhere.
I'm talking about last year. Yeah.
Yeah. You go to the supermarkets, and if there was a lot of people, they were super spaced out, and it was like
Get in, get
limitations on
out.
how much you can get into a supermarket and all of that.
Yeah.
Now
No,
it
I
just
agree.
kind
I
of feels
agree.
like we're in a lockdown 3, but if I go downstairs to the shops or whatever, then I'm gonna see a road full of people as well, you know.
Matt, it's because of all that tier business we had like in between.
Yeah.
That's why it's just fucked everything up. And now during this national lockdown, we've got so obviously they've said again, non-essential businesses have to close, but coffee shops are still open. They're classed as a essential business.
What?
Coffee places are open
They
because they obviously feel like
Do you know what?
workers.
I don't.
You know what?
I mean,
I was confused, but you know what? I agree with it, 100%, 100%. And here's why. When I was staying in Manchester, my whole time in Manchester, I was there for about 3 years. I stayed by myself. I stayed with some mates as well. And the one thing I never owned was a kettle. So I understand why a coffee shop needs to be an essential place for business. Sometimes you don't have a kettle. Mate,
that's essential need, bro.
do you know what I mean, though?
Get
you know
your
what I
PG
mean?
tips, bro.
Mate, I don't care. Build a fire, put a pot on it, or put a
Innit?
stove. Get a stove.
Yeah,
bro.
saucepan.
What
boil
am I talking about? Build a fire. You've got a fucking stove, man.
I don't know where you think you are, mate. Camping in Glastonbury, man.
Joker.
No, but I mean,
But that is true, though. He did make a fair point. You could have got a saucepan and boiled some water and just made, you know.
Do you know what, man?
Yeah.
So I had one of my mates, one of my friends, she came over and she was like, she wanted to make some tea and that. Obviously, for some reason, we had tea bags that were there, bro. Don't even have a kettle, nothing, but we had tea bags. So anyway, she's like, she's going to make a cup of tea. She's like, offered me a tea. I'm like, no, thanks. Offers my flatmate a tea. He's like, no. No one drinks tea. What are you doing? So she gets like you're saying, the saucepan. She gets that, puts it on the stove. But then, mate, she also grabs the tea bag and she chucks that in the saucepan as well.
No.
Just boiling the
As
tea
she's,
bag.
so she's boiling the water, the
Oh my
tea
gosh.
bag, and that's how she makes the tea, bro.
Nah, that's mad.
So it's
That's
so,
some strong tea, man.
mate. That's weird. That's weird.
That's built, bro.
It's gone from her taking the piss out of us for not owning the kettle to her not knowing how to even make tea properly in the first place. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, now she's gonna be forever. She's gonna be the girl who boils tea bags.
that's weird, isn't it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
that's
don't
strange.
do
I've never
that.
heard of that. It's almost as strange as people microwaving the water in the mug and then putting the tea bag in there.
nah, mate. Nah.
Do you know what? That's the first time I've heard of that. I don't know anyone who's done that.
Some people
Thank
do
God,
that.
mate. That's not
Do
a
you
way
know-
to live.
There was one person who I knew, like from work, and and this was actually quite sick. She made scrambled egg in a microwave.
Oh, I've seen people do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen people do that.
That was lit.
Have you had it though? Have you tasted it?
That was
Yeah,
lit.
it was lit. Sorry, it blew my mind because I'd never seen anyone do that before. And like, she
Yeah.
made me like some scrambled egg. I was like, that's
What
dope.
what it tastes like though?
Tastes like egg, mate. No, it tastes good. It tastes good.
Is
Was
that how
it
you
well,
gonna
like-
do me, mate?
I could just imagine it was
No,
like
it tastes good.
rubbery
It
or
tastes
something.
good. No, it actually tastes. It tastes good. Put a little salt. Went to the canteen. Got some little salt and pepper. Like scrambled egg, like how
That's
you would
mad.
usually have it. Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I've seen people do that, but I've never thought to try it myself.
Yeah, yeah. What else could you say that you can make? Like, if you only had a microwave.
Mhm.
Actually, that's a dumb question. I was gonna say if you only had a microwave and then you only had a certain amount of food, what could you make that is a bit like on the fly in a microwave that you would not expect to put in a microwave? Don't say porridge or anything like that. Just something a bit.
Something,
Microwave.
Yeah,
something
or
that you wouldn't normally put in a
put in
microwave.
Yeah. Because that's the only
Well-
thing that I found out was the scrambled egg.
All right, I'll tell you.
Do you
I've
know what? Yeah.
I've steamed vegetables in the microwave before.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
got I've got like a bowl and then put a little bit of water in the bottom, and then
Yeah.
I've covered the top,
Yeah.
and then just put it in the microwave, let it steam a little bit in there.
Do you know what the weirdest one is that I've seen? Is people put bacon in
No, man.
in
Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard this.
in microwaves. People
Nah.
put bacon in microwaves.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
Bro,
dead.
In it, because that's nah.
That's rubbery as hell.
Mate, could you imagine how stringy that is, bro?
Oh,
that
no.
mate, that reminds me. Have you ever been on like the summer holidays in like a hot country, and
Yeah.
then the hotel has the food,
Yeah.
like the breakfast and stuff. Have you ever they try and do like the full English breakfast style, stuff like the buffets. So they have like the scrambled eggs, and then they've got like their sausages are like frankfurters that have been like steamed. and then you've got the beans, which are deep, like you can't go wrong with the beans. And then they've got the bacon that's just like, it looks like ham that's been sitting in water, and
Raw.
it's just like
Yeah,
floppy.
I know.
That's
about-
minging, man.
So, it is jank.
That's,
And they always, I mean,
loud.
this ain't like like a bad thing, but they always have cornflakes. You know what I mean, as a standard cereal.
Oh man, that's continental breakfast though, man.
Yeah,
You've got to have some
that's
cereals.
Peng, mate. That's peng.
No, like I'm not knocking cornflakes, but it's just like the standard, isn't it? Like cornflakes. Like,
So what you're saying then? So okay. So let's say for cereals, hold on, for cereals, what are your top
Yeah.
5 cereals then? Because my list,
Boy.
my
Yeah.
list is kind of nice, mate.
Okay. I'm sure it's lit.
So I want to hear you. I want to hear your list as well, mate. If you don't put cornflakes on there, mate, friendship over.
Oh shit.
I'm joking.
Mate, you're being
Nice.
exiled. You'll be exiled from the Tier Nation, man.
I'm being cancelled. I need the Tier Nation guys to help me out right now. I would say, okay, granola, but there's a type of granola. Do you know this? Yeah. Okay, so you've got it's like, well, it's nothing else but granola, but it's granola is an actual type of thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's nothing else
Yeah, yeah.
apart from. But then it's got strawberries, like dried fruit,
Okay, I see.
and kind of like
Yeah, I
not
love that shit,
almonds,
man.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
It's
paying.
banging, bro. Absolutely banging. But
Yeah.
they know it's banging, so that's why they charge nearly £4 for this thing.
Yeah, for the
Mate, and
shit you
it's
buy,
not
man.
even a lot as well. Like,
Mate, no, listen,
Yeah.
because you sent me the photo of the stuff you use,
Yeah,
or the stuff
dank.
you buy.
Dank.
Yeah, that's like the posh stuff, man. I just buy the Morrison's own brand, big bag, cheap.
That's
I don't even know how much it is. They're cheap as fuck. Yeah, it's
I
like a
need to
big
try
bag, and it's the strawberry granola. And
you
it's,
know, yeah, man,
it's
I
nice,
fuck
man.
with that. That granola shit's nice, man.
Mate,
It's lovely, innit? I need to
Yeah.
try what you said, Fixer. I
Mm.
think, but there was one granola that I had once from, I think it might have been Asda. Might have been
Dead.
Asda. Yeah, it was, bro, it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. I don't care, like, what anyone says, like, it was horrible, innit? I had, like, I didn't even have a bowl. I had, like, a scoop, and I was like, no, that's going in the bin, bro. Like, I ain't
Mate.
having that again.
Mate,
Don't-
Asda does some dirty stuff, man. I'm not even like.
Mate,
Do you know
damn.
what, man? Honestly, Asda, the thought of this thing actually makes me feel sick. There was this. I went into Asda once to, I don't know, just buy some bits. It was the nearest shop, so I went in there and I was just doing a bit of a food shop, and then I was walking through their ready meal section, and I saw like the Asda's own, the cheap like ready meals they do. And they did this like meat feast pasta bake ready meal thing that you'd put in the oven or
So
microwave.
like the pizza, the meat feast pizza, but
yeah,
as a
yeah.
lasagna or something.
Yeah. So it's just
Right,
like
right.
pasta and sauce and then cheese. And then it had like the toppings. So like the really shitty meatballs, the really shitty like plastic Fisher Price salami, and then the like, and just like really rubbish, just shit like ham that just looked like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And then next to that in the pizza section was the pizza, the meat feast pizza, which had exactly the same stuff on the pizza. And I was like, all right, that looks grim. And then I went to the meal deals section to have a look at their sandwiches. And mate, they had, you know, they do the subs. Yeah, they had the meat feast sub, and it had exactly the same stuff that's on the pizzas and the ready meals in that sub.
That don't surprise me, innit? Profit margins, bro.
That is so disgusting because it's just like,
Use that.
because imagine how gross those things are that they put on those pizzas and stuff are already. But imagine how much worse they would be when they're cold in the sub that you're having in a cold, mate. It just,
Was
the
there
thought of
any
makes me
cheese in
sick.
there, in the
yeah,
sub?
and it was, mate. It was everything was the same grated cheese, the same everything. It was, mate. It looked horrible, man. I just knew, like, if I ate that, I'd be in the toilet for the next 2 days, man. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Mate,
That
that's
was one of those.
minging that.
You had to put that in like in a toasty or something, but I probably wouldn't even. Yeah, that's not a bit.
It's
of me
just a
still.
wet because it all looked like the color of it looked like a pastel almost color. Do you know what I mean? Where it's
Oh,
like
like beige.
well, not even beige. It's
that's
just like
minging.
it's like the pinks and the reds of the meat, but it's like it's like a pastel-y kind of color because the fat has like kind of congealed and it's it's
bro.
like the lardy. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's got like the thin layer of lard like over the mate.
Essentially,
is
what Fix is saying right now,
Mad
that
descriptive with
Asda
it.
ain't
innit?
coming
It's just-
through with something that's nice.
Mate, there's
me,
one
like-
thing that I love Asda for, and that's the deals on like beer and like the branded stuff. And
Nah, mate, you want to be at Costco for that.
well, yeah, of
Beer.
course. But then
Don't-
if
yeah,
you're if
Costco's
you're,
a different league, definitely.
Yeah,
but
mate.
if
But I was gonna say for
only got-
Asda,
but if you only got Asda near you, like it's good for that stuff. And I'll tell you one
cookies,
thing
mate.
that
Cookies, bro.
the
Cookies, mate.
cookies good, and seedless grapes,
Seedless grape and cookies, mate.
bro. Listen,
That's a cheeky night in. I tell
Dude,
the seedless
that
grapes they do
is a
there.
blazing session. That right there, mate.
you. Boy,
Get those 2 snacks in your set.
Yeah.
Obviously, some juice and whatever in your set.
Oh, I need some Rubicon on the side, man.
Oh, don't. Or KA, like.
The KA, mate.
Oh,
the
mate,
black
the-
grape one is
That's
pain.
the
bro.
one.
That is
That's the
exactly
one.
mate.
the black carton. Oi.
Oh,
Mate.
come off it, mate.
That's it.
Rubicon.
That's
I used to love the Rubicon, the passion fruit when I was younger, mate.
yeah.
Mate,
And
Rubicon.
that still bangs. But the
And the
car,
tropical one.
Rubicon is amazing, man.
yeah.
Mm. That's a boss man thing when you go to the shop. Chicken.
Boss man.
You know what I'm saying, though, innit?
I
Of
know.
course. Little tropical Rubicon, passion fruit Rubicon.
Yeah, mate.
It's got to
Bro,
be
I'd have been in uni, man. Like after every night out, always get the passion fruit, mate. All the time, bro.
That's standard.
Ain't even hungry, man. But it's like my ritual. I need that passion fruit before I sleep, man.
That's bad for your teeth, bro.
But you just know you'll be okay. It's that little creature comfort. You just gotta have that.
Oh,
It's so dank. Like you gotta spoil yourself when you go to the shop and you see the passion fruit in the big bottle. Boy, oh come on, you must have done that one time, and just ration that for like throughout the week.
mate, I wish I could ration my food like that, man.
Yeah,
I can't do that, man. I can't do that.
Back onto cookies though. There's one place.
yeah.
Have you gone to a place called Millie's Cookies before?
Yes.
Mate, you've told me about it. Someone's told me about it.
It's probably me because you know I'm a cookie fiend. I fucking love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Millie's is
Mate,
like the ones that you see in like shopping centers as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And they've got all the like the customized cookies.
They got a lot of
you
stuff,
got
man.
the white
Bro.
chocolate chip cookies, man. Oi.
The Millie's Cookies is banging. And have you had Donut Time? Donuts.
What? No. What's this?
Mate, you
What's
have
this?
to check out Donut
Educate.
Time. It's a chain. There's a bunch of them in London, but mate, Donut Time, some of the best donuts I've ever had. I swear to
Yeah.
God. Yeah,
Dude, I've not even heard of this.
They're like gourmet. They're like gourmet donuts. They do this Biscoff, you know, the Lotus Biscoff. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do the Biscoff donuts. It's
Mate,
got like a Biscoff glaze on it. It's got a biscuit on the top,
Oh, I
and the
see it,
filling. Mate, I shit you not. The filling is pure Biscoff spread. You know they do the spread.
Oh, what?
Mate, it's like a heart attack. I
That
ate a whole.
sounds. Yeah.
I ate a whole one once, and I was like, bro, I need to run like a marathon to burn
Dude,
this off.
I'm looking at it now, mate.
That sounds like crack, bro.
But mate, it was
Yeah.
outrageous because like that
Yeah.
spread. I shit you not, man. It must have been like half a whole jar inside this donut.
That's a
And
bit
you
much,
just-
man.
It sounds like it's too much, but when you
Sounds
eat
nice
it,
though.
it's-
It sounds like if it's there in front of you, you're looking that thing up like, hey, get my
Yeah.
belly. Like that
Yeah,
sounds
man.
one of
Yeah.
Dude,
those
I just went onto the website and they look amazing, man.
mate.
really.
Gee,
they're
dude,
very
check
check
it,
this
check it out.
Do they do deliveries?
Do you know? I
Actually
think they
don't
might
know.
do. I think they might do. 'Cause you can
But see, they're
buy
based in
from
London
there.
though, so I don't know if that's. gonna
Well,
get
I'd
to
say
me,
that they
right?
might have more branch. I could imagine they got more bits and bobs, but
Probably not.
Oh,
where
mate.
I'm at.
Free shipping when ordering to England. You're set, mate. You're set.
Bap.
That's mad.
I'm just
Never
checking out
even
the
heard of that
stores.
place.
But it's probably a bit like Millie's Cookies in that sense that once you have a few, you start
can't.
to mate, you start to taste all the
Do
shit.
you know what's weird? Like I feel like with cookies, mate, I could go on for an hour just eating cookies, mate.
it's a problem. I'm telling you, this needs
like
to be
with
diagnosed.
Donuts, but with donuts or like or cupcakes or like brownies
Yeah.
and stuff like that, man,
Yeah,
that's a little bit too rich.
yeah, because it's the what do you
Yeah.
call it? Because it's I was about to say confectionery. That's a big ass word. No, it's what's the
Confectionery.
word? What's the
Sweets.
savory? Savory. Is
Oh,
that
right.
savory? Like,
What's savoury?
like donuts?
No, that's sweet.
Bro, what's this guy talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
Like like
Savoury
dessert,
is
which-
salty. Savoury is like
Ah.
crisps and cheese and
I'm sorry, like I was thinking about like pastry sort of.
yeah, it's either sweet or savoury. It's either sweet or savoury. Dessert.
Just dessert, so there's not its own category for things made out of dough. Like
Oh my
Not
days,
dough.
I'm-
That's like dough is like cakes and
It's just like the flour is what you're
so
talking about,
don't-
innit?
yeah, you know what I mean, like cakes, but like even there must be like one sort of
Spongy.
category.
So I think what
Yeah.
Morph is trying. Mate, I don't know. I'm not even going to try and say what I think you're thinking.
Because how can you call like pizza and that all savoury, and then like the dessert, which is just donuts and cakes, like not something
sweet. It's just sweet. Sweet
Yeah.
and savoury. Sweet
I
or
need to-
savoury.
That's
I'm
what
gonna-
it is.
Dessert on
I'm gonna Google the ass out of this shit.
is it turned into English lesson now?
That's jokes, man. That's jokes.
Oh man.
But I was
Mate.
just thinking about the whole back in the day because we had a conversation about this earlier on, which is house parties. So
Yeah.
What,
I know-
actual house parties or the app house party?
nah, we ain't gonna get into that one. No. But yeah,
Mate, house
reminiscing
party
about
days, those were sick, man.
yeah. What was the craziest memory that both of you had from a house party back in?
Yo, I think
Back
I've
in
already told you
time.
this one before.
Alright, go.
But I'll just say the names. You remember Alex's party? I told you about this one. When my
Yeah.
guy got kicked out. And then yeah, man.
Go on, give us the backstory. We need to hear the backstory once again. Reload that.
Alright, so I think what year are we in here? Like 11, 10, 11, something like that, innit?
Yeah, 10 parties, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
like
that was
10,
like
11.
15.
That's like 2009.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah.
One of our guys has a party. Alex has a party at his house. I think his parents were away for the weekend or something. I don't even remember. But he had a party, man, and his house was kind of massive as well, kind of big.
Mm.
Like the lounge downstairs was massive, and then the garden was freaking huge. So I kind of feel like there was a lot of people there, but I don't remember like the party itself. I don't remember
Yeah.
what happened, like who I spoke to, anything like that. Do not remember any of that at all. The only thing I remember is there was this one guy in our year as well, like the deadest guy you'll ever meet in your life, like just the biggest beg of all times, man.
Can't
like,
drop his name, man.
No,
What
we
is
can't,
his name?
no,
What
no.
is his name?
We can't savage
No, we could drop the name. We could drop the name.
savagize him like.
Mate, do you
no,
know?
but
I'm
he
gonna,
might-
do you know, I'm gonna
he
say
might,
because
you know,
because
like,
there was a lot of these there was a lot of
burn no bridges and that. You know what I'm saying?
there was
Like-
Aye,
Mate, there was no bridge to begin with.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, no,
What
I,
bridge?
do you know what? To be fair, I didn't even jam with him like that. Do you know what I mean? But
I'm
like,
just gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his surname or anything. I'm not gonna put it full out there. But this guy Jack, the deadest guy I've ever met in your life, man. Somehow, which was the biggest shock and surprise I think to everyone in our year is that he had a girlfriend, and he brought it to this party as well. And I don't know, like what he had been drinking, what he had been doing, but you know, he's feeling kind of good about himself, feeling kind of confident. Because for him to do what he did was just like, mate, come on, mate. Like, come on. What are you thinking here? So, like I said earlier, I don't remember the party. I don't remember talking to people or anything like that. But I remember at one point someone saying, Jack's getting kicked out. Jack's getting kicked out. Me running up the stairs and being like, oh shit, he's actually getting kicked out. He's getting kicked out. But at the same time, he's kind of like pleading to not be kicked out.
Oh no, that's the worst, man.
Yeah, mate. And thankfully, at this point, there's not a lot of people in the hall, like between the rooms upstairs in the hall. So he's trying to like say, "Oh, come on, mate! Like it won't happen again." Da-da-da-da-da. What won't happen again is he tried hooking up with his girlfriend in Alex's parents' room.
That's such a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
violation.
Yeah,
bro.
in it, mate. So he's there, like in the landing area. He's
What's
not got
going
his
through your
t-shirt
minds,
on.
blood?
He's not got
Yeah.
his t-shirt on. Alex is yelling at him like, "What the hell are you doing?" It's like, "Alex, man, I'm sorry, man." Alex is like, "Get out!" Kicks him
Get the
out.
fuck out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he gets booted from the party, innit?
Mm.
But somehow the girlfriend manages to avoid the boot as well.
Oh, so he because this whole party, I was just in the garden. Like I missed all of this happening.
I don't
What,
know how
so
you missed.
she,
So
she
she,
ended
I
up
remember
staying?
seeing this stuff. Yeah.
yeah, mate. So that's the thing. She stayed, but I didn't even know that she had stayed until I came into school. I think on Monday or the Tuesday, and I was talking to one of the other guys there. I'm not going to say his name because then it's too bait. But then I was talking to one of him. I was talking to him, sorry, and I was saying like, "Oh, mate, like it was a messy party." He's like, "Dude, man, I don't even want to talk about it." I'm like, "Hold on, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to talk about it?" Anyway, he gets into the story. He ended up hooking up with Jack's missus in the garden. So I was like, "No way, mate! You joking?" It's like, "Oh, mate, I don't even want to talk about it." It's like, okay, we won't then. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy.
That's it. So, mate,
you got fully cuckolded without actually being.
mate.
If he was there, he'd be a full on like cuckolded.
Mate, so that's why I'm like, he got booted. His girlfriend stayed at the party. Keep in mind that she doesn't know any of us. She
Yeah.
knows no one at this party. But she still stayed instead of going with her boyfriend.
And that's your girlfriend, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not on, is it?
like bro,
Simple times, mate. Wow.
imagine if like one of us is in the club, yeah, and then our girlfriend get kicked out, but we stay and just keep on partying, like,
Mad.
you know what I'm saying?
That's not even doghouse. That's not.
And then to make that even worse, she hooked up with another guy
Wow.
in the garden, mate.
Oh man, just
In
to
the
top it off.
garden, bro. So
Just to top it off. That is raw.
That is raw. Even at that, what? How old were we? What? 15, 16?
15.
Okay, no, that is simpler times back there. But like, still, you have some sort of inkling. Like, nah, that's like levels of. There's violation going around left, right, and center. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, and we were old enough to know that guy just got absolutely parred.
he got parred a lot.
how you gonna go into his bedroom of like his parents' bedroom?
Yeah, it's not American Pie. It's like it's real life, man.
It's mad, isn't it?
What?
Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
days.
But those parties were nuts. Like,
So that was my memory, mate. Like, what do you lot remember?
Oh fuck yeah, that was the question, wasn't it? It was craziest. What was it? Craziest things to happen.
Or just
Craziest
any
house
it could be
party
about
memory
anything
or
that happened to
something,
you, anything that happened to anyone else, anything in a house party back in the day.
I mean, so I think it's the same guy, you know.
We can't do him like that.
No,
Come on.
because it is the worst thing that I've ever experienced.
Hold
and it was
on.
2 or 3 times.
Let's pause because we're not going to make it all about this guy. Morph, do you want to tell your story first?
No, go ahead, Fixer. Go ahead, Fixer.
I was just
let's
gonna-
hear this. Let's round it because it's not our fault. If we got bad stories about you, you're clearly not doing something right, innit? Like,
Well,
this is what we remember. Like, it's what's happened. Like, fuck it.
It's just unfortunate. It's just very unfortunate.
It's
Mate,
very.
honestly, I
You just
feel-
got.
I just feel, mate. I just feel incredibly sorry for this guy, man. Like,
Hey,
wasn't it this? I think it was the same dude who, basically, because this thing happened to him 2 or 3 times.
was this at a party though?
Yeah, at a party happened to
shit.
him 2 or 3 times at different parties, and it was
One time we went at a party. If it's what I think you're gonna say,
it's
but
the pube thing.
yeah, one time we went at a party.
Yeah.
It was the same guy.
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Oh.
Got fucking people did him dirty, man. It's out of order, and anyone listening, don't
Do not condone bullying at all. Like,
Don't do this to anyone you know, because it's
Especially
out
this
of order.
story that Fix is about to tell you because it's
Don't
beyond
do it.
violation.
It's beyond violation, and it's probably
Unsanitary.
unsanitary.
So do you know what you do? You use sanitizer.
Oh my days.
No, allow it. All right, go on, Pixar.
No, so it's basically a bunch of guys were going to smoke a joint. Well, this was the first time and second time, and I think it happened the third time. But a bunch of guys wanted to smoke a joint, and they wanted to get this guy Jack, and they basically rolled a joint. But what they did was they put about 3/4 of the joint, a mixture of everyone's pubic hair, and the top quarter of the joint, they did the standard tobacco and weed mixture. And then, so they started smoking it and stuff, and started like passing it around and everything. And then until it got to that point where it was, the pubes had started, they gave it to this poor fucker and got him to smoke it. And obviously soon enough, he realized what was happening. And
Oh, he realized.
well, I think he realised after a few tokes that it was like something funny going. I think he could smell like the burning hair, and and it's really bad. And then he obviously got pissed off, and everyone laughed, and that was that was it. And then it happened. It happened at another party as well, which I mean, looking back, I feel sorry for the guy, and I would never condone any sort of bullying or ganging up on someone like that, because it is out of order. But
it's beyond out of order, man.
It happened, but it happened.
Kids are mean, mate.
And I feel like, and I feel like a Tier Nation journalist, I should be talking about this. So, but
that's a fair point there, Fixer. We got to talk about it.
You've got to talk about it.
Yeah,
You've got to confront the ills of society. But
Mate, we will not hide history. We will give it to you, plain and simple, mate.
These things happened, yo, and like,
and we're saying it now so it doesn't happen to your kids.
hey, the message and the moral of the story is keep your pubes to yourself.
Keep your pubes to yourself, and better still, just get rid of them.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
You're right, RVA.
Oh, Fixer, you killing me, bro.
You got his chest, mate.
Oh my God.
So I've got a story,
Go on, Morph.
but it's just.
It's not the
I don't
same
even
guy.
think it's not even that bad. No, it's not the same guy, bro. It's not the same at all. So, no, I'm joking. No, he's had enough stories. We'll leave him for tonight. He's had enough stories, but it's actually something that happened to me, and it just goes to show that kids do the most stupidest shit, but it's hilarious as hell, right? So, you know them times back in the day. Did you ever used to watch Wiz Khalifa on TV, or know what he was about? Anyways, it was about the whole smoking weed, drinking Bombay Sapphire out of the bottle straight.
Oh, mate.
And like me and my mate at the time, we were like, this guy is sick, man. His music's cold. We want to be like you, man. Literally want to be like you.
You know what? I remember this now because you mentioned Bombay. And there was a time when you were all about Bombay as well, mate.
Well, for about one night, and this is the story.
For about one night only.
Literally. So we thought it would be a mad idea at the time. We had our money together, me and my mate, and we're like, should we get a bottle of Bombay? Yeah, we're going to Dan's party, right? So, we thought, well, fuck it, why not? Let's get a bottle. It's X amount of money. We got the money at the time, and we're kids. Like Bombay at the time, it just kind of come out sort of over here, even though it's a UK drink. So it was at a certain price, and we're like, yeah, split. Let's do it. Bang. Got the Bombay, and we're going to Dan's party, which was lit, by the way, at the same time. And we were drinking Bombay Sapphire gin, neat gin. Never drunk it before in our life, bro.
Oh, no mixer.
Yeah. No mixer, man. We thought we were Wiz Khalifa, smoking. Literally, we were like, we're emulating this guy, right? So, we were drinking neat Bombay Sapphire.
That's a mad one.
And we were about, probably about 16 at this time now, because like year 11, year 10. So drinking that, not to mention the countless amounts of other drinks that other people are giving us as well, like cider, and anything that's around there. So my guy, mate, ends up probably at the start of the party. We got on about like a little bit through the Bombay Sapphire, and the party's out in the garden, right? So we got the main tent with the whole DJ and stuff, and then we got just other tents about and everything. People just in all different bits, Everyone's like, "Where's Thingy? Where's Thingy? Where's Thingy?" He's like, "Oh, we don't know, innit? This guy's passed out in the tent."
Who's this, bro?
You know who it is? It's Ed, innit? Ed.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I've obviously got this Bombay Sapphire, still drinking. And now at this point, we're like halfway through the party now, getting through the party, and everyone's DJing, and I'm with Ollie as well. He's DJing, doing drum and bass, and everyone's doing the thing. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Nice.
And then I'm DJing with Ollie, and it's getting lit, and then I just feel, you know what I mean? With drinking it, I was like, nah, I don't feel good now.
Tunnel vision.
No, and it's, the tunnel vision that your
in.
whole body just makes you feel like, whoa, do you know what I mean? Like it's hitting you differently. You need to sit down, or you need to go ET phone home, something to sort you out, right?
Dude, you don't never sit down, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what
Never
happened.
said
Okay,
that.
so we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh shit.
So at this time, obviously, I went to go and I was like, I'll be back in it because I was supposed to DJ and let Ollie jump on. I was like, no, I need to go. I'll go check and see what Ed's doing and see if he's better in it. And I went in the tent and he still passed out. And then I sit down, yeah. And then I'm like, no, I can't move now as well, innit? So we're just both there
my days.
in the tent, dying out, bruv. Like, bruv, what we gonna do? Like,
Those jokes. I think I remember seeing some pictures of this.
Oh no, we need to dig them up, man. We need to find that.
Man, these are on Facebook somewhere, I swear.
Oh my
I
days.
find those pictures. That would be so jokes. No, this was like that was the messiest time ever because we were trying to like I think probably Ed must have slept or something. I was trying to get up, like I was hopeless,
Man's like
bro.
a turtle on his back and trying to get up again.
Literally Wolf of Wall Street on the lewds, bro. It was like man, it was savage. So
Yo, that's jokes.
I couldn't even tell you how we got home at the end of the night, but I know the whole party, yeah, it was just dead out in the tent, bro. Dead out. It was horrible in that sense. Hilarious as hell, but yeah, just don't drink Bombay Sapphire neat. Hell no, at that age. For the first time, thinking that you could drink it like a soldier.
you know,
you mad.
But the thing is,
No,
back
thanks.
then, before we were fully like developed, it was hangovers weren't really a thing. We as far as I can remember,
I can't even remember a hangover.
No, I mean,
Barely,
I had
barely.
I had none, and that was after parties of just like swigging vodka from the bottle and just getting absolutely hammered. So we're throwing up, but the next day we felt fresh.
But do you? Like, that's the thing. I feel it's like I can't remember it. Like, I can't remember if because I know we used to drink to. This is the first time discovering alcohol,
Extremes.
so we would have drunk to extreme. I know that much. And
Mate,
I'm
I
thinking,
can't honestly no. It was at a point where I started getting hangovers, and I think it was towards like end of 17, start of 18. No, probably like into being 18, because I remember being at college and still being able to persevere and carry on and not feel like shit the next day. You know, to have like a 3 day bender, just completely out of it for the whole 3 days.
Do you get them now though?
100%.
Dude,
Oh,
now
man.
it's awful. Dude, now I will have if I get drunk on one evening, I will be hungover for the next 2 days.
Yeah,
For
straight
real?
standard,
Yeah.
bro.
Mate,
Man,
that's
at
mad.
least.
trust me, the
At
same. It wouldn't be the same for like a good couple days, man. And like having
It's
to jump on
bad.
calls and stuff. It's not even like to the point, like you know when people say you got alcohol withdrawals. It's not like that. It's like
that's
you don't.
No,
feel...
I get like the heartburn and I get like the tired, just dizzy feeling, and my stomach's going crazy, and just like
Where,
Mate,
yeah.
I've not had one for time, mate.
Some
What, have
people
you,
get.
when
that.
was the last time
time.
you got drunk?
Like properly.
Yeah.
I have to check my phone, man.
I have to check my
September?
phone.
No, because we were taking pictures that day as well, innit?
Oh right.
Like
I
in
guess that's
September?
probably why.
Well,
That's
like in
gotta be
September, we had
something
like
to
a
do
little barbecue. At the family, at my family's house, my aunt's house, we had a little barbecue,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, man, I was having a couple of beers, some beers. Didn't go to any spirits or anything like that.
Yeah, but how drunk did you get?
Oh man, I've not had a hangover for a while. Like I think,
Yeah.
like the last time, like a freaking mad one was before lockdown and all of this COVID stuff. Obviously, yeah, like
And
I
that's
think,
it. I mean,
yeah, man.
mate, I envy you. Hats off, man, because now I just can't. I can't deal with it. I can't.
Dude,
Honestly,
you gotta have a glass of water before you sleep, and you're fine. Man.
no, that doesn't help. That does not help, man.
Get this
I will-
hangover cure, mate. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Oh yeah,
It's-
what is this secret? Can you do a
Bro,
little plug? Do a little plug.
I can't remember the name of it. I'd literally have to.
Oh,
go
have
to
you
the
not got
kitchen
it
and
on
get Yeah. But I will send you the link, and then on our next show, I can give the plug, and then hopefully they sponsor us as well. That'll be dope. Because that changed my life. Because it, like what you said as well about the whole 2-day hangover thing. I just could. I was like, I need to find some sort of hangover cure. Because when I went to Amsterdam once, there's a shop in Red Light District, which is called the Lab. and it literally looks like a lab. It's crazy. You trip out like when you go in there because it's all plain white. But they have just all these bottles of what is a hangover cure, which you take the night before.
Oh yeah.
And then
Well,
the next
before
day
you
feel
start
fine.
drinking or after?
No, after. So before you go to bed,
Right.
yeah, you drink it. It's like you put some sort of like, it looks like salt, but it's some sort of a mixture into like a blue drink. Shake it up, take the drink. The next night you're fine. And I had that as well when I was working in this other place and where I was working. I had to do telecoms. I was on the phone and stuff, and went out on a bender. And then had that, and then the next day I was like, I feel good. Like, it's
Right as
crazy.
rain.
That's what you want, man. That's what you want.
It's crazy, but these things exist. It's like a liver repair.
Yeah, but you know that's it's not even a repair though, is it? Because you're probably still doing as much damage to your body. You just don't feel it. So it is dangerous, man.
Well, yeah, yeah. I can see how you could
If it-
potentially.
if it
It's like
works,
putting a
it works,
plaster.
though.
It's like putting a plaster over a gunshot wound. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm not bleeding, but I still have a fucking bullet inside me.
No, legit, no, just rotting there, like.
Oh, mate.
But no, you're right because you can't actually see what's going on. It just says like a bunch of vitamins on the back of the box, and it's
Oh, really?
yeah, like
Oh, probably is like a massive like dose of all these vitamins and minerals and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say a massive dose of ketamine.
Ketamine, mate, that would
Fuck
render
you up.
you useless.
Yeah.
Beyond, mate. Beyond.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Out, man.
But
Out.
I'll send you that link 100% because it's changed
Do it,
a
man.
lot.
That sounds like something that I should definitely be investing in.
That's mad. Fix it. Sounds like you need it, mate.
Dude, it's bad, man. It's bad. Like
Bad hangovers.
if I get drunk, that means I have to make sure that the next 2 days, at least, I don't have any major plans. Because
That's mad.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the
Mate.
same.
Wait, so what? Do you guys just not drink? Like, do you drink intermittently, or is it one of those things?
well, no, so I don't mind having a good drink. What I mean is like getting pissed.
Yeah.
That is
Getting
that's
dirty.
something that I have to plan the days after.
So
to
let's
make
say how
sure
many
I don't
rounds
have
is
any-
this? If you're at a pub, how many rounds is
Lost
getting
count.
pissed then?
Lost count. Yeah, no, it's
That's a round. That counts.
It's I don't know, like I can't even remember how many pints it takes me to get drunk
Like
anymore.
Six,
It's been
six
so
or
long.
more.
Yeah.
6 or more.
Yeah, I reckon
8,
6, 7,
around that.
but 6 to 8, and then maybe some other like mixers and spirits and stuff
okay,
chucked in
yeah.
there as well. But no, if I'm having like 4 pints, that's calm. I'll
Yeah.
be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I can't hack it like that anymore.
Compared to back in the day, like if
No.
you saw yourself, the old self, the younger self, to drink with yourself now, would drink yourself under the table. I know that much.
Man,
Like, even
100%.
going to the point.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I
Oh,
don't know about
definitely.
that, to be honest.
Well, no, the
I-
thing is,
yeah.
back in the day, my tolerance was definitely not as much as it is now. But
Yeah.
it's the fact that there are like less repercussions for the binge drinking. So if it was like a Friday night, there might have been a party. So
Yeah.
I'd get absolutely shit faced on that night, and then Saturday night might be another party, and you know there'll be no question. Back then, I'd be like, well, I'm going to both. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
nights in a
Now
row.
today would be like I would have to really think about it, and it probably wouldn't happen. Or if it did happen, I would go to the party on the Saturday night, but I would probably not be able to stomach the.
That's so
Yeah.
mad,
Drinking.
mate.
Or just
That's
function in the
so-
right way.
Dude, you know what? It makes me feel like the people that I've met in Manchester and that are just fully like alcoholics, mate.
Dude,
Because of
it's
what you lot are
cheaper.
saying, and
It's
like
cheaper
the
to-
stories and the shit that we've been through is just like what?
It's because it's
Yeah.
cheaper to be an alcoholic in Manchester than it is in London.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
for pubs
yeah,
and that,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
100%.
Mate, if I
Mate,
was
there,
in
like
Manchester-
there was this one of my old colleagues, mate. He knew like every pub in the city centre, and he took me to some like dingy places, man, like the roughest, dirtiest places that you'll ever be in your life.
I love those places.
And you just walk in, and you're like, it's one of those places. One of those places. You know, like one of them places where you know,
Mate, you'd get syphilis just by breathing.
Yeah, kinda,
Yeah,
mate. Kind, not to that extreme because I was actually having a drink there,
Oh,
but kind of.
right, gonorrhea then. Yeah.
Was it like Hardman pub, like Manchester
Mate.
Hardman pub, like what you doing around here, kid? Like,
Bro,
Yeah.
like, do you know what's weird is because this was in the city centre as well.
right.
So
And
it
like,
wasn't the northern quarter.
it wasn't. It was near Northern Quarter. I forget
Oh, okay.
the place of it, what it was called. But we're pretty much like just finished work on a Friday, and we're doing like some pub crawl type thing at first. So going to this place, one person buys rounds for everyone, and then we move on to the next place, carry on doing that. So it got to my turn, and then they start saying, "Oh, we're going to take you to, I think it's called the City Arms. I feel like it's the City Arms, but I'm not too sure. We're going to take you to this place." And Ryan, it's a little bit expensive, mate, so make sure you got enough money. I was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers, man, you had to do this for my chance."
Right.
Anyway, mate, we arrive at the place, and they start turning in. I'm like, "What are you guys doing? Like, this is the place." I'm looking at it like, this can't be expensive. Because the first thing I see is the place, like it's a shop window, mate. I look inside and there's barely any tables. The lighting's not the greatest. There's people scattered around the place. So I'm like, okay. Walk to the door, mate.
Yeah.
And like, there's a first door. And then you keep walking down a little bit, turn right, and there's meant to be another door. That second door isn't there, mate. It's just plumped alongside the hallway.
Oh, what? Like off the hinges?
Yeah. It's just there along the hallway, mate. So I was like,
What's going on?
I do not want to be here, mate. But like the vote be taken in it. So I get to the bar, I try and order. And obviously this regular comes in, talks way over me, loud as fuck, is drunk and gone at this point, talks over me, gets ordered before me, mate. Gets served before me. So I was like looking around thinking like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
It's not the right vibe.
Nah, mate.
The local.
Nah.
Did you ever go to the Font?
The Font.
Yeah, it's the cocktail bar, the really cheap, dingy cocktail bar in Manchester that was full of like graffiti.
To be honest, man, I'd have to check it out because there's a lot of bars. Where about was this one?
I couldn't tell you, man. I could not tell you. It was
Cause
Halloween.
Manchester's notorious, man. Like, there's a lot of just new bars and stuff popping up.
No,
this was back. This was back when. This was back when we were in the first year of uni.
Okay. Shit, that's time ago.
Yeah, so I went up to Manchester then to
Nice.
visit some of the boys who were at Manchester as well.
Nice.
And yeah, we went out and it was like it was Halloween. And
That's mad.
I don't remember much from that night. I remember dancing with some zombie pirates in this bar,
That's right.
and
Sure.
I broke my phone that fucking weekend as well, which pissed me off, man. But
Was that like a
Yeah.
Freshers Week or something?
no, it was October. It was like a Halloween party.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know if it was freshers, but
It's probably September, October, about that.
October, yeah. Well, yeah,
Bro.
it was his actual Halloween weekend
yeah.
or something.
Mm.
But
Mate, a uni freshers is mental, man.
Yeah.
Like, I have some mad memories from uni freshers.
Jeez.
Yo.
I love it. I love it.
Trust me. It's like we all went to like uni towns and obviously
Yeah.
seeing the environment. It's one thing like to experience it. I was not expecting what was like in store for going to uni at all, and I'm sure it's the same for like all of us here, man.
Yeah,
because
man.
I just remember literally like my mum dropping me off at my halls, and then I was going to check my other mate because we both went to the same uni, and they were immediately playing Ring of Fire. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this game? Like, there's a mad cup in the middle, drink cards. It's like, yeah, get involved.
Man.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. Is this what uni is? Yeah.
Bro.
But yeah, man. Like,
That is the
obviously got
experience,
involved.
to be fair.
It's a lethal.
Yeah.
That's a lethal game as well, Ring of Fire.
Trust me. And the bar crawls. Did you ever do a
100%.
thing called Carnage?
Yeah, man. Still got my t-shirts from that.
Yes. I wish I kept those as souvenirs. I think they're tied up in boxes back in
That's
my parents'
jokes.
yard.
Mate, Carnage was like,
See, my college didn't
So
have
mad.
yeah,
Carnage.
some of them was mad. Some of them were
Like,
alright.
You can see why these were banned. Because
They got banned?
Yeah. They The year that we did, I think they only had like, was it 1 or 2 years, and then they got banned because too many people like so legless, mate. They're like, no, we can't let this continue in our city.
So
or
what?
town, like.
Okay. So
But
it
it, no,
was
this
school or
goes.
whatever.
I think there was a few cities that had the same sort of response. So they had to
Mad,
like
mate,
cut
mad.
it down. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not going to stop anyone. Like getting rid
there's
of
still
carnage
parkours.
is
Yeah.
Nah, the party don't stop, man. Carnage is done, but the party never stops.
never stop partying.
Yeah, man. You're coming. But like Carnage was notorious. Like it was one of those that everywhere around every city knew about Carnage. It was like, you doing Carnage? I remember Tom, you know, small Tom.
Shit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he come to a Carnage. There was a few of them who went, and I remember we had to go back. I can't remember why we had to go back to my halls, or to go get something. But the gate where my halls were was shut around the way that we were trying to go, so we jumped over the fence. I remember he jumped back over the fence. I ripped his Carnage t-shirt.
Oh my days.
I was like, bro, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh my days.
That is
But
crazy.
you still got the t-shirt though. You still getting in.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've seen some worse things. Like, did you ever try to go to all the places in Cardiff?
Mate, I think like because I was in. Yeah, I think I did, man. To be fair, I don't even remember, mate. I just don't. I just remember like obviously the pre's, and then just a massive gang. Like because it's like your main boys that you hang out with, and then it's like the whole like halls residents or whatever that you just trek with into town and that.
Yeah.
But like in terms of reaching every single bar and like having a drink in every single one, I don't know if I remember that much, mate.
I remember doing that the first time, me and Ollie, right? Where we were like, we're going to go to every single bar. So we did. And at this point, we got to the last bar. We got on a taxi to Oceana. So this was Southampton.
Damn, I ain't heard that place in ages.
Bro, yeah. We got there anyway. Literally went there and we were like, we're going to have one drink in every bar, right? Or like, if we see a bar which is cool, we'll chill in it. And we obviously got to Oceana, like, mate, this is the first time I got there. By this time, Ollie had one drink. He was like, all right, I need to go home, mate. But we've been everywhere, innit? We completed it. We tried to go and complete it. We completed it.
Okay.
He's like, all right, need to go home. Like, okay, it's fine. We did it. We did what we said we come.
At least you did it.
The whole
I was thinking, not the first one, but at least you did
No.
it.
Them t-shirts were about £30, man. You gotta make it last. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's mad.
man, I'll never forget this bar crawl I did. It was I went on a trip with some mates to Croatia. It was a few years ago now.
Nice.
And this was before this was actually when it started to become quite sort of popular with people, especially like people from the UK. And we were in Split, one of the cities there, and there was this bar crawl, or this pub crawl was a bar crawl called Tower Bar Crawl. And some guy approached us and was like, oh yeah, do you want to do this? We're like, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. So we signed up to it and we went on this bar crawl. And mate, this was just ridiculous. We got to this, the first place that we went to was this massive club. And it was an open bar for the first place we were in.
Oh,
and
man.
it was
Dangerous.
it was an hour and a
Yeah.
half. So the first place that you go to, you meet in town and you all walk to this first club, and it's an hour and a half your time there, and it's an open bar, all you can drink.
Yeah.
And they had
No
like
limits?
beer, no limits.
Open
And
bar.
they had-
mad, dude. That's
Mate,
They
it's
do that a
it's
lot
insane.
overseas, innit? Yeah,
Mate,
trust.
it was so ridiculous. And there was this beer pong and loads of other stuff going on there as
awesome.
well.
That's it.
And yeah, that was just absolutely crazy. And then I didn't even make it to like halfway through, I don't think, of that crawl.
No
Like,
way.
Mate, no, 100%. It was that crazy. Because it's hot as well. It's
I can imagine.
mate,
Yeah. It's lethal. Mate, it's lethal, bro.
mate, but it's so ridiculous. Like, and
Yeah.
then And then I don't know, like one thing I remember, I met this dude called Emil as well, and, and we hit it off, and it was just
As you do.
Yeah.
Hey, but what are the chances though? I mean, I know there's other meals, but like, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
sick.
That's mad.
But yeah, man, that was mate. Honestly, if you've not been to Croatia, you should definitely hit it up, man. It's a good country. The people are
Yeah.
awesome. It's cheap as fuck out there. Like, because we were getting our beers from like just like during the day if we were just chilling on the beach or sitting by the harbour.
Oh, day sesh.
Yeah, day sesh, man. But
those are
then you go
nice
to
though,
the
man.
you go to like our version of a or their version of a off license. You just go in there and they had nice beers. Like I can't remember this Croatian beer, but this beer was so tasty, man. It was so nice, and they sold it in you know the big half-liter glass bottles.
Yeah.
Oh
500
yeah, them.
mils,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Fresh.
like nice, cold from the fridge. And I did the conversion. So kuna is the currency that they have there. So I did the conversion. It was about 60 or 70p for
For the drink.
the bottle from the fridge. Yeah, for the half a liter.
That's cheap
mad.
as shit.
And
man.
it was so cold as well. It was just like the best.
There's nothing
best
nicer
thing, but it
than a
was
cold
good.
beer, man. Like
Mate,
in
it
the
was
sun.
cold. It was like
Yeah.
a premium lager. It was like 5%.
crazy.
Like it was just a
How's
nice
it
beer.
70p then?
It was
That's
so
mad.
cheap. That's the thing, man. These
get a
countries. And I was
couple,
like,
man.
mate, we've struck gold here, man. Like, this is the right
Trust.
country to come to.
Mate, we should have been going there before the hangover started kicking in. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
100%. 100%.
Took that leap of faith, man. Just went
Yeah.
straight there. But they do mad drinks though. Like even Spain, like Ibiza.
Oh, well, Benny Dome.
Benny Dome. With the let's go Benny Dome. Go down
Costa
the beach.
del Sol.
Man, it's
Got
not about
couple
Benidorm.
villas
It's
in
not
Costa
about
del
that.
Sol. No, but they have the massive bottles in plastic of spirits. Have you ever seen that? So like the
Oh, I
smell
have.
of
Yeah,
bottles.
yeah.
Plastic.
Those are pretty. Yeah, it's in plastic bottles for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean the bottles are massive, and like from what you're spending there for, let's say, a bottle of vodka to compare to here, it's just ridiculously a lot more cheaper and a lot more cost effective
Yeah,
to go and do
yeah,
that. That's why
imagine.
people are so pissed. That's why we can't handle it when they go over these countries. Literally,
Mate,
it
to
makes
be
so much
fair,
sense.
though,
I've
to be
still
fair,
got money. I've still got
mate,
money.
when English
What?
people
Like,
when
Yeah,
English
it's
people
like- yeah.
when English people go, it doesn't matter if it's an expensive country or if it's a cheap country. No matter where the English go, they get
We turn
so
up.
drunk. It's a
Decadence,
nuisance.
mate. Decadence.
It's an abomination.
Well, I don't know if
I
it's
was-
just
I-
English people, mate. Because
No, but
like,
no, it's
I
not
think
just English
British.
people.
I think British. Let's scoop the Scots
Oh,
and the
okay,
Irish
no,
people
sorry,
as
my
well.
mistake. Okay, my mistake. Let me rephrase. British people.
I'm
when we go
only
abroad-
I'm only saying that because like there's a lot of Irish bars in a lot of these European cities, man.
That's true.
And
That's true.
Yeah, that's a that's
Yeah.
a boy, man.
Well, I was
Well,
in Stockholm earlier this year, and they've got loads of Irish bars there.
and some of
Yeah,
them are
yeah.
actually really cool as well. Like,
No, they're
They're
sick.
sick,
yeah,
but
They're
they're full
well
of
sick.
Irish people. That's what's so
Yeah,
crazy.
but they're
I went there-
also freaking jokes, mate. Like it's
Yeah,
lovely.
they
Like
are.
I think where was I? I was in I can't even remember the name of the country. Like, it was an island, a Spanish island. I can't remember where. We went to an
Ibiza?
Irish bar. Not that one. it was another one.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, but there was another one that we went to. But we went to an Irish bar, and it was like everyone was just so jokes, man. Like, we were having drinks with the bar people. Like
mate, it's a
just-
good time. It's a good.
it's a good
atmosphere,
vibe.
you know. I feel
good vibe
like,
in an Irish bar.
yeah,
Sick.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
definitely, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've never been to Ireland though. Like I really want to go to Ireland.
Mate,
Same.
I've never been either. I'd love to go.
Should we all do it? Once
Let's
we
I'm
do
can.
it.
down.
As soon as this thing's over, we're there, mate.
Okay.
We'll take a top tier trip.
Hey, so down. Definitely down though.
Yeah,
Definitely,
man.
definitely, 110%.
Yeah, that could definitely be sick, mate.
Because I've had good things as well, like the whole nightlife out there, bars, pubs, like
That's what I'm saying, man.
I've heard Dublin is really nice. I've heard it's like mega expensive.
give
but-
us your best Irish accent, Pixar.
Nah. I like my life. Do you like your life?
That's actually not that
I heard it at the end, the little twang at the end.
bad. That's actually alright. That wasn't actually that bad.
That's it.
Oh.
That's all I say.
I thought that I was going downtown and I thought no.
Oh my god, no. That's not Irish. That's leprechaun. There's the big difference.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, mate, you can't stop
do
now.
that.
You got just finish it off, mate.
Go on,
man.
RVH, go on.
Mate, I'm the worst at accents, man.
You must have
Thankful.
started it,
Mate, I ain't. Nah, fam. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that.
Okay,
mate.
listen. Practice it next episode.
Oh,
We'll open the next episode with our best Irish accents, all right?
God
You
damn,
got to
it's
think
lot
of a
pressure.
sentence. You got to write a sentence, right? Before we end the show, we got to just say that we all got to think of a sentence
I've got
that we're
one.
going to
I've got
say
Yeah.
in an Irish accent.
Are we all saying the same sentence
Oh.
and see who has the best one?
No. So we all think
got
of
it,
our
okay.
own sentence. Yeah,
You're
but we're not
gas.
saying it now. We're not saying it now. We've got to practice it and say it at the start of the next episode.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Alright,
How
that's
about
good.
we go away and pick an accent of choice, and we got to say a sentence, and we got to try to guess the accent.
Oh, that's a very good shout. Yes, I
Shower
like
down.
that.
Shower down.
Well
You've
done.
actually gone
Morph.
on.
I
gone
knew
on-
we should have had you on this podcast.
Why am I not getting paid? Soon come. Right. Thanks, guys. You've been tuned into the Top Tier Show. Inside. Incoming. Inside. I've been Morph.
I've been RVH.
I've been fixer.
Shout out your IG names. IG name number 1 is @morph.
Only RVH. Only _RVH.
Fixer music, all one word, 2 X's.
Slang. And then you can follow us out. Follow us out. Follow us out. Sorry. Okay.
We can't be the ones to bring back Sardine.
I know, but it slipped out. It slipped out. So
Sard.
I can't.
All right.
Get memories from freaking your
Mems.
flat, mate.
Mems.
Right. So yeah, the Top Tier Show. You can follow us at the. No, as you know, it's Top Tier Show. Does that make sense? I've had a rum too many. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
Too many.
At Top Tier Show is the Instagram, yeah? So you can follow us there.
From there,
And
you
make
can
sure,
see our links to our other pages as well, our Twitter and our Patreon.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Patreon's where the most is at.
Yeah, on the Patreon, you'll be able to catch all the video footage from every podcast. So you can not only hear us be mugs, but you can also see us be mugs, which is brilliant.
Hey,
So-
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
awesome, guys. All right, you take it easy. Top Tier Nation. Stay blessed. Stay positive.